Okay, back on the trail. Inspiration point. I spent about 5 days in Wrightwood, 3 with my girlfriend, and two nights because I was ahead of schedule, making sure that I was going to be there when my girlfriend arrived. So, good thing is I'm back on the trail, making some distance, putting some miles, getting some miles in. Bad thing is, my package is headed back to Tennessee, Nashville to be more specific. So, we're northbound in new shoes. So, I've been headed up Mount Baden-Powell for a little while now. A few miles, I don't even know. Not keeping up because I knew I had to go up and over it. I'm about 9/10 of a mile from the summit. It's a little side trail, takes you to the summit. Not sure that I'm going to do it or not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do until I get there. But the switchbacks to the top are gone. And everybody's been like cutting the switchbacks through the snow. And this is what it looks like. Now I know that probably on video that doesn't look very steep. But let me tell you, my friend, it's enough to give you a reminder that this is a big hill or a mountain. So today is day, I don't even remember at this point, maybe 30, 30. Woke up this morning expecting my feet to be in miserable shape with these new shoes. It's like I'll explain it to you later, but they feel fine, but that's beside the point. But I wanted to show you these views. I saw these all yesterday afternoon, but the cloud cover is below us, and as far out as you can see, that's all clouds. Now you see that thing sticking up right there? That's a mountain or something like it. An elevated piece of land, but the rest of that is all cloud cover. Like I said yesterday, new shoes, new problems, new views. These views are just so worth the hike, the elevation you climb, just to catch a glimpse. The video or the picture, you can't capture. You can't capture what it actually, what you feel when you see it. You try to capture it, but video and pictures just doesn't do it any justice. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't videoed much since Wrightwood, because every step has been kind of a struggle. It's not my physical conditioning, it's these shoes. I noticed something in at 5 miles. I was thinking, okay, there needs to be a break-in period. Figured I'd give it a day or two, but no. My body is not, usually I just adapt fairly quickly to stressors and different things, but these shoes are just not a fit for my feet, and that's just the bottom line. So my girl, who left a couple days ago, shipping me some shoes to Acton, the next town over, and I'm going to pick them up at the KOA. Bad part about it is I'll be in Acton tomorrow night, which is Friday. The shoes will not be there till sometimes Monday, so that kind of sets me back. But there's no way that I'm going to push it in these shoes. So new shoes, new problems. I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't make it any less humbling and painful. So I guess the skill set now between now and Acton is to take it very easy with each step, not pushing high mileage during the day, and get to Acton with as little damage as possible to my feet so I can keep on going. So anyway, just a little update on these shoes. Ultras, Lone Peaks, are not for me or my feet. I'm going back to the old Hoka Speed Goats, which are really good shoes, really comfortable for me. I'm sure my feet will be ready to slip on a new pair of Hokas. So it's on to Acton, slowly but surely. I hope that you can hear that. It's a little unnerving standing here, but what you're hearing is this power line above me. And you can just hear those volts, just amperes, volts, whatever suits the need. You can just hear them just charging through that line. Surrounded by fog up under this. I know it may not be the smartest thing, but people have walked under this before and nothing has happened to them, I hope. But I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm hoping that you can hear this. I'm hoping this camera's picking that up, because it's intimidating. How loud that is. Okay, so this is what I've spent the last day traveling through. Just that low cloud cover, which basically is just like fog, thick fog, and I'm wet. So my boggin's wet and it keeps sliding down on me. So I traveled a few days above that layer of clouds, and I thought it was so neat when I would look down on it, and it would just, as far out as the eye could see, I mean, it looked like an ocean of clouds, man. It was pretty cool to be hiking above the clouds and looking down and seeing it. But when I dropped down into it, yeah, it's just like walking through a mist for a day. And then in amongst that mist, you had some significant rain showers and sleet. I don't know if it's sleet or hail, I don't know, but it was tiny. I think it was more like sleet because it was cold. But needless to say, I'm glad I'm out of that garbage. So, rock on. Now I'm headed down into Acton. I'm gonna hit a cafe. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm gonna do some damage. Well, my little buddy here's missing a foot. An amputee. Okay, the discipline of waiting is starting to grow on me. Up until this little waiting period, I struggled with just sitting still and relaxing. It felt like that I needed to get out there and just ram jam with it and get some the miles up under me. But as I'm waiting for my shoes, I'm finding out that it's a little easier on me to wait. It's not, I don't have this chomping at the bit urge to be out there doing the distance. And I think it's just a realization that this trail is just to be absorbed, not to be conquered, just absorbed, and it kind of feels good. I just don't want to become the guy that's constantly complacent and constantly stretching my time out in the campgrounds. And if so, you know, I got till winter up close to up in Washington. So that's what I'm finding out in retired life, is take every day easy, turn and burn when you want to, but also enjoy your downtime, especially when you have no other choice but to wait for shoes. Right now I'm headed back up to the camp office here to see if maybe my shoes are in yet. I'm at the whim or mercy of the UPS guy. Okay, so my package just come in. I tried to film the UPS guy bringing it to me, but I was too slow on the draw. He done left it behind the counter. But yes, my Hokas. Let's bust this package wide open. The grand unveiling. Okay, so I was going to do a comparison. On these Hokas and the Ultras that I had, but I ended up, instead of sending them back home, I just gave them away to somebody this morning who looked better in them than I did, so I gave them away. So the shoes that I had were a 0 drop. I started with this exact same pair, Hokas. It's a Speed Goat. I don't know if it's 1-2 or whatever, but it has there is a certain degree of drop from the heel to the toe, which causes me to land more comfortably. But there's more cushion in this shoe, which helps with the constant pack weight that you're carrying around. So the other ones that I had, the Ultras, they had a 0 drop, which means it was almost like being barefoot, which I'm barefoot all the time, wear flip-flops all the time, and that's why I thought I'd been fine. But I just, no arch support, and I beat up my heels. So, the Hoka Speed Goats, which I'm going to try to sell a guy in here on them. He's having the same issues as I am with the Ultras. I'm going to try to put him in a pair of Speed Goats. But anyway, can't wait. My feet are already relieved knowing that these are in my hands. That's the smell of success right there. If I get zapped, just put this on Faces of Death. Wow. You can smell it. You can smell it. The arcing. I'm gonna get out of here before I end up being fried. A fried backpacker. Things that you experience on this trail are just, I don't know, new every day. Some of them are man-made, some of them are animals. You just gotta love it. And that's you know, people ask why you do this stuff. It's the simple things, just like that. Seeing a lizard stand up on his back feet and just look at you and look like he's gonna smile, or actually have a grin on his face. Actually happened to me with a horny toad. I was walking past him, and as I was walking past him, he stood up, put his hand on a rock, and I'm not kidding you, on his back feet, curled his tail up, looked at me out of the side of his face, and he just kind of smiled. I know it sounds stupid, but it really did happen. And I was sitting there thinking, all right, what kind of mushroom dust has gotten in my nostrils? Because that stinking horny toad stood up, put his hand on his rock, looked at me and smiled like he knew something about the trail that I didn't. I don't know. Believe it or not, it's a true story. This may not make the cut because it's so crazy, but it really does happen. And it's the little things that keep you rolling. Rattlesnakes, scorpions, horny toads, tons of lizards, man. Lizards. Speaking of, I had a dream that I was coming down a trail, and I was getting so tired because my pack was getting so heavy. Then I get down to the bottom of this big hill, and these people go like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? How did you do that? And then I look at my backpack, and it's absolutely covered with lizards. They were hitchhiking down the hill, I guess. I don't know. True story. Well, I won't say true story, but that was a real dream. A real dream. So, Tales from the Trail on a PCT. Stay tuned.